What's happening, everybody? All right, so in this episode of What Is He Doing Again in the Shop? Well, I've got the throttle off of the Triumph. What could I be doing, I wonder? Installation are to aid factory trained technician only. Does that make me a trained technician? Now, guys, what we're doing is we are going to install a quick turn throttle on the t595. Guys, one of my complaints about not only this motorcycle, but quite a few that I've ridden in the past is that it just takes way too much wrist to get the thing to wide open throttle. Now, some bikes, depending on their power delivery, you might want to calm that down a little bit, and others, you may want to ramp it up. Now, well, I kind of made a little bit of a mistake when I was ordering this thing. Let me explain what happened. So G2 Ergonomics offers up the throttle tube, but it also offers up an option to be able to kind of make your own. Now, the problem that I have here is that I thought I was being slick. I thought that all of the throttle tubes had the option to put the different throttle cams in them. I know. You have to get the one that is convertible, so to speak. And what this would have been is a cam set up for a Triumph Tiger, which would allow me to be able to kind of do a little bit of a cheat code and have stock throttle up to a point and then have it ramp up to full throttle, kind of making my own sort of a tamer type of a cam, because G2 offers the tamer throttle tube, but the idea with this is to calm down a bike down low and to bring it up to stock up top. What I wanted to do is come out at stock and ramp it up to more aggressive up top. Now, that's what I think this little guy would have been able to do. But unfortunately, I got the tube that's just all the sauce. So that's what we're going to run on this thing. Let me show you what I've been up to over here, though, to get it prepped and ready. Oh, yeah, we're going to put some new grips on it, too. Anyway, real quick, this doesn't really take a whole lot of explaining. You've got this clamshell that will go around the actual throttle cam itself. It rides in there. Your cable, there we go. Your cable will ride in this particular channel. It's only able to go on one way. And here's a bit of the visual on that. You get the cable back into the cam setup and it's vroom, vroom, and budding down the road. Well, that was until, well, I had a bit of a problem, and that's why we had to bust out the goof off over here. Back in the day, I guess somebody had to replace this handlebar, and the price tag and part number were still all over it. So I had to get all of that off of that bar. So that was pretty fun. And a real quick look at that stock tube. This is plastic, so nothing to this at all. It is kind of hollowed out a little bit. I mean, the bike is 25 years old. And if you were to walk this over with that price tag still on the bar, this thing would still spin around just fine, but it's got a little bit of play. We're going to try to do away with that new part from G2. All right, guys, I'm going to get started on buttoning this thing up. I will bring you back into the mix once I'm done. All right, guys, so this is pretty much done at this stage of the game. Now, there really isn't much to show you. A couple of tips: make sure that your boot is nice and lubed up. This thing can get stuck on here over time, so don't try to force it. Just get you a little bit of lube squirted in there. It'll be fine. As far as how much adjustment she's got, well, right about there, so quite a bit. I did have to adjust that cable out quite a bit, or I should say in, to give this thing a lot more slack. But I will tell you, nice and crisp. She's popping back. And to give you an idea, if you can watch that little line right here with my thumb, it is about an 80-degree, give or take, turn as opposed to the 90-degree throttle. So not as much of a difference, but if I'm riding the bike and I want to roll into wide open throttle, I can roll into wide open throttle without my arm hitting the tank. It actually ends up at parallel. So, and it does snap back very nicely. So, as you can see, the grip is on there. Yes, I did use an air compressor trick where you just kind of blow air in between your grip and your tube. And then on the back of this, you can just kind of, obviously it's going to have air trapped in here, just kind of pop it on there, it'll kind of fart its way onto the tube. So let me get this thing wrapped up and give you the conclusion here. By the way, I wanted to show you guys, it's kind of hard to do, but what I was talking about with that compressed air trick is to get one of these grips off. As you can see, I already started and I thought, oh man, I got to fill you guys in. So if you get this thing started and you can get some air, some compressed air blowing between the grip and the tube, that will get between the grip and the tube and it'll allow you to get it off. These things kind of, once they're on there, they grip on there and you got to really hit it to get it off of there. So anyway, wanted to show you that. And I don't think there's any way for me to, well, let me try, hang on.